Okay, so hearing aids and personal amplifiers are only good for up to 6 feet. So it kind of creates a bubble that you're hearing whatever is best within that 6 feet. What happens when we want to hear somebody from far away, we need to use another device, assistive listening system. This is an FM system. It uses FM radio frequency, and it sort of eliminates that gap that's created or that's left with hearing aids. So if you're going to like a presentation, you would want to take this with you, and it comes with 2 parts. This is the transmitter. It has less buttons. This is the receiver, the end you will want, and it gives you more control. So you would want to give this to the presenter, and it works up to 100. It works up to 100 feet.
So what would he do with that? Did he talk into that?
You know, they can, but most likely they're presenting in front of people. So what we do is we ask them to clip it to their collar. You want to keep it close to their mouth. You don't want them to clip it to their belt, because then you won't hear the conversation as well.
Okay.
So you would power up. You have to power these up. You power up the receiver first and the transmitter second. It takes a second to pair. And then you would make sure it's working, make sure you blow into it, make sure you hear, and then take it up to the presenter. There's an up button, and this is for zoom. So it's going to focus on just wherever the microphone is. The microphone's here. So if the microphone's here, the zoom is going to focus in right up here.
So it won't pick up the background noise?
A little bit, but not as bad.
Okay.
It'll be like they're right next to you almost.
Okay.
Okay, so I would wear this for a presentation. You would take that. You're powered up. You have volume control.
Okay.
You can control volume on this device, and you can control volume on this device. If I'm at a presentation, I only want to hear what's coming across down here, because a lot of times in my little bubble, I'm only hearing like papers rustling and people coughing and feet shuffling and stuff. So I don't normally want to hear what's coming across on this, especially if it's a straight presentation. So I turn the volume all the way down on this device. And then I'm only hearing, no, I turn the volume all the way up
On this device?
on this device.
Okay.
And this one controls this.
Okay.
And on my end, because maybe I don't want to hear anything here, there's a microphone on this one too. I turn it all the way down.
Okay.
But sometimes people will they'll be asking questions around me. So maybe I do want to hear, and I can raise the volume on this to pick up questions on either side.
Well, that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
So can you use this in other situations?
Oh yeah, definitely. And this would work in restaurants, and it would work in cars. You could set it in a table, this device in the middle of a table, and
Okay.
pick up. But at that point, you want all direction sound. So you push the down arrow to pick up everybody.
Okay.
But maybe there's only one person you have a hard time hearing. Kind of set it close to them, and maybe zoom it on them, depending. And again, even in a large table situation, you can set this in the middle, and you can turn the volume up on here too to pick up people around you, and this can pick up people at the other end.
That's a great idea. This is something that I could use, especially when my husband and we like to go out to dinner with our friends, and I have a really hard time hearing everyone around the group. And so this would work great.
It will help. You will still pick up some background noise, but it won't be as much as just hearing aids.
Okay.
Hearing aids work good, but noisy situations, it becomes difficult. So these are handy for situations
Would
like
this
that.
work well in a church setting?
Churches have it also, but they have another brand. It's called a Contego, and this is the one you'll see most often. But they should have it on the ready. Their microphone is tied into the FM system from wherever they're speaking, so all you need to do is pick up the receiver.
The receiver with the headphones. Okay.
Headphones or earbuds work too. You can get your own headbud. You can get your own earbuds or headphones, depending on your choice, and plug them in, because sometimes headphones wear out the pads on them. So it's nice to have your own too.
Okay. So how much would something like this cost?
Well, that's the problem, because it's a wireless system. It's going to cost between $700 and $900.
Okay.
But you can also hook it up to the TV. It comes with cables to hook up into the TV, and it becomes like a TV listening system at that point. I've used it at banquets where they were talking on a microphone and I couldn't hear. So one time I went early and I taped this around the microphone, and whenever they picked up the microphone, they were also talking into my FM system, and I could hear a lot better because of that. Sometimes I hear better than the hearing people because of environmental noise.
Right, right. Well, this is something that I could really use.
Yes, it's useful.
So where would I get something like this if I want to try it out?
You can borrow this through our Division of Services, through the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. We won't sell it, but we'll let you try it for 30 days to see if it works for you. And we have locations all over the state. When you go into public, a lot of public places have FM systems. Again, it'll look more like this one. You're going to want to look for signage. There's like an outline of an ear with a slash through it. That means assistive listening systems are available.
Okay. So do these places provide something like these for you?
Yes, you can borrow them.
I'll borrow them, okay.
You can borrow them. Or you can buy one of your own and set it to their frequency. And that way you're not picking up the device and dropping it off.
Okay.
No, they're not compatible. And they keep them separate. So this is the device you see in public.
The Contec. Yeah.
The Contec. And you can go with different frequencies for the Contec system. You can get two receivers and pair it to this. So like two people who have a hearing loss can listen from the same transmitter, but it's not going to work with the Contec. Yeah, you can set it on the podium. You can have them wear it. And even when it's sitting on the table, I think that one of the drawbacks is if somebody bangs the podium or bangs the table, you'll get a...
It'll wake you up if you're asleep.
It wakes you up. So there is a few other options on here. Remember the up arrow, zoom, down arrow is omnidirectional.
So omnidirectional means?
If it's picking up surround.
So all around you. Okay.
Yeah, all around you. And there's another menu, and in this middle button, it's a menu where you can change frequencies, because maybe somebody else is using one somewhere nearby and they're using the same frequency, so you can change frequencies, just kind of like the radio station where you're changing stations. You can pair, you can change the language, and there's a few other options in there, but typically I almost never use the menu button. And even the up and down arrow, the Omni and Zoom, typically I'm in the Zoom more often than I am Omni, but it depends on the situation. They are expensive, and it can be hard on a budget, and we only loan it, but the Utah Assistive Technology Program has low interest loans, that regardless to income, to help buy one of these if you need it.